Okay, got it. So,
So,
welcome to this new thing we're doing. It's called the cover point, which is a fielding position in cricket. We thought we were very cool with it, but it's not. It's not. It's really not. So this is the other guy, Om Bhandari. He's gonna
yeah.
be the other host, and my name is Pravanjan Kaveri. So this might turn into a weekly thing or not. It will decide. It's up to us to decide. So today we're gonna be talking about the recently concluded group stage of the World Cup so far. So the first topic for us, we have the World Cup being held in the SENA countries, which has been fucking amazing so far. So Om, take it away with the first
Yeah.
point.
It's so much better to have World Cups in SENA countries rather than, I don't know, Dubai or UAE or any other countries. The World Cups that have happened so far, like 2015 in Australia, 2019 in England, and the recent one, they have been the most interesting and exciting World Cups I have ever seen in my whole life.
And it's
Uh,
and it's definitely better than the shit show that we got
exactly.
at the 2021 World Cup held in Dubai, because that literally was the definition of win toss win match. Like I think so in almost every single match in the semifinals, it was the team which was chasing
Every single match.
which won the toss and decided to chase first, and they won the match. That was it. There was no contest between bat and ball. It was just like whoever won the toss won the match. We
Exactly.
saw that in the IPL as well.
I think
Aside
only
from
MS
aside from a
Dhoni's
few outliers.
I think
Yeah, go
only
ahead.
MS Dhoni's CSK has like lost the toss and won the game. That was in the
Won
finals.
the game. Yeah,
Yeah.
that was 2021 IPL finals, and even Sri Lanka did it against Pakistan in the Asia Cup finals.
Oh
They
yeah,
lost the toss and they won the game in the end.
that
And
was
so
pretty
the
clutch.
the best part about the World Cups, like at least like the ICC tournaments being held in SENA country, is that both the bat and the ball and the field, all three aspects of the
Are
game are in
valued.
play. It's extremely amazing to see. Like it's not all like all out cricket, like the teams going and scoring like 300 for like 300 or 200 or something, and like the team chasing it down. It's not.
Exactly.
It's The teams are posting scores of 160, 170, and there have been very good games so far. It's just
Yeah.
that in the first 5 to 6 overs, it's just that when the ball is new, the ball swinging around, the bowlers are in play, and like once they play out the first few overs of the seam and the swing, then the spinners come into the play, which surprisingly have been in effect. Like recently saw at
Yeah.
Adelaide and Sydney, where the spinners have been working around pretty well.
The thing is, in these World Cups, even if you hit 160 or 150, or even if you say 140, it doesn't mean that the match is over. Like you're able to defend it. Unlike in other World Cups,
Yeah,
even if you bat first and somehow manage to hit 180, 190, you're losing because you lost the
yeah,
toss.
exactly, yeah. Like we saw against the Zimbabwe Pakistan match, where Zimbabwe posted a score of, I think so, 129,
130, 120 or
130, yeah,
130.
and they somehow pulled the match by 1 run. Bro, that was honestly one of my best matches of the World Cup so far.
I mean, that was Park Bean.
Yeah, that was the revenge of the Park Bean
Park
man.
Bean.
We should do like a separate episode on it, just covering that. Like
That
it's
was
just
Park.
too damn funny, man.
That
that was
wasn't
that was the
anything.
revenge for
That
Park
was
Bean.
Park Bean. Shame on
Like see,
Pakistan.
we have like the cricketing rivalries between England and Australia, because oh shit, it's the Ashes. It's been going on for a while. Then we have like India versus Pakistan, was like, oh, political tensions are
Partition and
there.
all.
Yeah, partition. Yeah, so there's a lot of heritage there as well. Then we have Pakistan versus Zimbabwe, which is very interesting, which is Pak Bean.
That's the greatest. That's the greatest rivalry in sports history.
Sporting history. I 100% agree with you there.
It's beautiful.
So moving on to the second topic, or like, do you want to talk about this more?
No, let's move.
Okay, moving on to the second topic, which is rain playing spoil sport. So take it
The
away.
South African fans.
Yeah. This section is specifically dedicated to the South African fans and South African and the Australian fans as well.
From 30 years, South Africa and rain. It's
they have this beautiful love story, bro. Like it always ends in South Africa bottling.
Bro, it can't be fair. I mean, for 30 years in a row, man, all World Cups, it's always rain spoiling it. or them
Yeah,
just
exactly.
joking?
It started in 1992 before before we got the Duckworth-Lewis method in, where they
Yeah,
somehow ended up with needing 22 runs in one ball.
one ball. That was
Yeah.
so sad.
Yeah, exactly. And then
Even
it happened again in 2015 where the game got shortened down and
they
and then
had
Grant
they
Elliott.
had like an inform AB de Villiers and Faf du Plessis on in the crease, thinking there's 10 more overs to play, but then the rain comes and then they just stop the game. And second innings, and
Yeah,
Brendan McCullum does
exactly.
his show, and
Brendan
they go on
McCullum
to
puts on a
choke.
show. Yeah, I remember him scoring him like 71 of like
Yeah, and
33
it
or
was like
something.
I know it was like 56, and then
Oh, okay,
South
56.
Africa does the regular choke by Miss Fields.
Yeah, that ABD missed run out of Grant Elliott, man.
Yeah,
Never forget.
and Bihardin like dropped a catch or someone. I guess
Yeah,
Grant
yeah,
Elliott.
yeah. I remember that as well. And then Stain choking in the final over versus Grant
Yeah,
Elliott. That will forever go down as one
yeah.
of the classics in World Cup history.
But still, the greatest choke happened here this year.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. We'll come to that. We'll come to that. We'll come to that. We'll come to that slowly. It's fine. It's fine. We have lots of time on our hands and lots of topics to discuss. So okay, rain playing spoil sport. So the major candidate that missed out due to rain was South Africa, cause 100% sure. So take it away if you're confident with it.
Yeah, because South Africa, they were like 51 runs, 3 overs against Zimbabwe, and then I guess rain came, and then they just got 1 point where they deserve one.
Yeah. So what happened was right. There was rain before the game. So and Zimbabwe posted a total of 76 or 76 in like 9 overs. And South Africa came out all guns blazing, and they have scored like 51 in 3 overs. But then unfortunately more rain poured down for them,
Yeah,
and they were out of the game. That was a must-win game. That was like a game which was in their bag.
yeah.
That was
And
how this. That was how this. Yeah,
if
go
they had
ahead.
won the game, or their like net run rate would have increased like I don't know by 1 or 2, and they would have easily been in for the semis if they had won the game.
Yeah,
The
exactly.
game they
They
scored.
could have. They were supposed to be like the number one team of Group A, but they somehow ended up not qualifying at all.
Just the South African way.
Yeah, it's just South African things. Yeah, and one more team which missed out was Australia.
Hmm.
The game between Australia and England was a game between two teams of who will decide who was going to go through. After Australia lost up pretty badly to New Zealand, they got smashed around there, man. Like there was
Yeah.
no mercy there.
Before the
And
World
if
Cup,
Australia, huh?
yeah, tell continue. Continue.
And if Australia would have won that game, they would have most likely qualified as second in the group, or maybe even first. And New Zealand choked somewhere else as well. Who really knows, considering what went on in this World Cup? Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, so before the World Cup started, I thought not me. Most of us thought Australia are going to win, seeing their lineup. They had like 8 bats. They had batting till number 8, and everyone could bat and bowl. Everyone thought they would win, but
Yeah,
again, rain
even
came.
I put them up as favorites just purely on the basis of fact that they had Tim David in their squad at that point.
Exactly. And Tim
Like
David.
adding to that already stacked lineup, they got Tim David as a finisher along with Matthew Wade.
Yeah.
They essentially had three finishers in the form of Stoinis, Wade, and Tim David. What more do you want in your team?
That game against Sri Lanka, they didn't even need Wade and Tim David to finish. Like Stoinis
Finish
had,
the
I don't
game.
know,
Yeah,
60 of something.
exactly. 60 of like 24 balls or something. That game was done there. That's how ridiculous this Australian squad
Beautiful.
actually is.
They just missed out.
Yeah, exactly. Like it's just like players not showing up when required.
Yeah.
That's just it. Like Warner had a pretty horrible tournament here.
Yeah, fair.
Aside
And
from a couple of games, I think so where he's got like 30, 40s, but like nah, he was pretty bad during the small tournament.
the thing is, the reserves or like substitutes are also good. They have Cam Green on.
Yeah, exactly, bro. Cam Green was like he wasn't even in the original 15. He was brought in later on.
Bro, it seems like Finn Allen was like called like 2 days before the World Cup, and he comes in. It's like 42 of I don't know 17 balls against Australia.
Yeah, exactly. 42 of 16 balls, and then Kane Williamson did his usual thing.
Whatever New Zealand does in bilaterals, when it comes to World Cup, they're focused. They somehow
Yeah,
pull it
exactly.
off. No one takes
That's
them. No one takes them as favorites, but they reach the finals every year.
Yeah, bro. Like even during this World Cup, there was like this ICC promo that they did, that they put it out on Twitter, There also like the commentators, like it was a sketch type of thing, but then they're like no one's like Mark Ian Smith and Simon Dool were like, oh, what about the New Zealanders? Why aren't they favorites? It's like, oh, we are always underrated in going into the tournament.
Fair.
And they beat out Australia, man, in the first game. It
Yeah.
was very good. Yeah, so okay,
Williamson has taken New Zealand to like different levels.
different levels altogether, man. Yeah, 100% agree.
Wonderful
Like
captain.
he's put his own performance aside. Like the team's still performing at a very high level,
Yeah.
which is very good. So yeah, I think so. Those are the teams that missed out massively just due to rain. And wait, Bangladesh also, because I think so. Bangladesh deserved to be in this talk because they almost beat the table toppers India in that game.
Yeah, bro, that game. Liton Das.
They deserve to win that game. It's just because
Yeah.
rain played spoil sport and like and supposedly BCCI strong armed them into going out and playing in a wet outfield.
I mean, whenever India does win, I mean, it's always blamed on BCCI. I mean, sometimes
fair,
I mean,
'cause
it looks that way. I understand, but still, you have to like.
Yeah, it did look a bit shady though. It was like we saw the commentators going and telling we have the team throwdown specialist going around with like a hammer or something to like remove the mud from the spikes so that the players don't fall and injure themselves.
Yeah.
Like it did look a tad bit shady for me that we went out to play on such a wet outfield.
But shout out to KL Rahul and his run out from deep mid wicket
for
or
you.
something.
This is the best thing he has done this whole tournament. Not gonna lie.
Yeah. Now all on him. He has to play in qualifiers. I mean semi-finals, playoffs.
Semi-finals, yeah, but we know what's gonna happen. I would prefer not to say anything. We'll try to do a preview coming up for each of the semi-finals, like a 10-15 minute preview. So then the third one, upsets. The third topic for the day, upsets.
Upsets, man.
Let's start. We'll do the best one at the last. Okay, you know which one I'm talking about.
Yeah. Let's start with Ireland beating England. Fine.
Oh yeah.
This match. I guess Ireland hit how many? 150 runs, right?
Yeah, 155 or 156.
Who hit 64? Paul Sterling, right?
No. 1 second. Let me just look at it. Yeah, see, this is the professional content that you get here at Cover Point. We literally don't know what we're doing. We just look up from Crickbuzz and give you the content straight away.
Exactly.
Do you get this type of do you get this type of coverage on Sky Sports or on Crickbuzz? No, right? That's why you
subscribe everybody.
Subscribe everybody. Yeah. Okay, wait. Yeah, I just forgot what you're searching. Yeah. Yeah, never mind. England. Ireland put on a score of 157. It was Andrew, the captain, Andrew Balboni, scoring 62 of 47. That was a crucial innings.
That was a very good innings. And then their pace attack limiting England, like getting getting the top order out. David Malan playing pretty bad innings. So there,
that's an understatement. A pretty bad innings.
I mean, why did they keep Livingstone like till number 7, just to knowing that the rain is going to come? I don't know. Moeen Ali had to start hitting.
Yeah, exactly. That's one of the approaches. That's one of the games where England were heavily criticized. Because like considering Sam Curran, Chris Woakes was coming into bat at number 9. Everyone was thinking, why isn't England going hard from ball 1 since they have that much batting depth? And then here comes Malan. And like I understand playing the anchor role, but like since you have that much depth, might as well as just go all out since ball 1.
Playing below 100 strike rate is just not reasonable in T20 cricket.
In T20 cricket, as Livingston said, like wasting even one ball is precious.
Shreyas Iyer.
Yeah. And then England's front order had a little trouble with Joshua Little. You see what I did there?
Yeah.
This is once again the quality content that you get on Cover Point.
I really wanted Ireland to qualify. I thought they would. They had great playing 11s and they gave India a good fight in the T20 series that we had recently.
Oh yeah, exactly. See, my heart was kind of going like, you know what? Fuck the Fab Four. Screw the top 4 teams here. Let Zimbabwe let Zimbabwe, let Zimbabwe and Bangladesh qualify in Group A, and in Group B, let Ireland and Sri Lanka go through. It would have been the best tournament so far.
I really
I mean,
wanted
it's
Sri Lanka to go in, man. I thought the spin twins of Tikshana and Vanindu Hasaranga would be like very useful, but turns out Vanindu
yeah,
Hasaranga just got
they
sent.
actually did kind of underperform.
Yeah, they did underperform. I think Tikshana bowled well pretty like against the Australian game and one more, but Hasaranga was just bad.
Yeah, there was, I think so, a stat that was moving around a lot, which said like this is only the second or third game where Hasaranga has conceded more than 50 runs in one game, which is
Oh.
frankly ridiculous for being a spinner.
When I saw the scorecard, Tikshana and Hasaranga together had given 36 runs in 4 overs, and Hasaranga contributed for 34 of them.
Okay. Oh, yeah, that match Stoinis demolished them, man.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, so upset. So I think so. Okay, I'll go with the next one. So
Zimbabwe
I
Pak.
think no, wait, I'm coming to that. So I think so. The upset for me was definitely India beating Pakistan.
I wouldn't call it an upset. We have a better side.
Oh, look at this arrogance.
I mean, no, we do have a better side. Okay, our bowling is very bad compared to theirs, but our batting is like compensates.
Yeah, I mean, I get that, but like, I mean, at what situation Pakistan were in, they bottled that match. So I think so. I would count that as an upset. I would count that as an upset right now.
They bottled the game.
Yeah,
but
and like, yeah, go ahead.
Like if you compare both of our sides, our top order and their top order both are useless. It comes in the middle order.
Yeah, pretty much.
It comes in the middle order that make the runs. Like from Pakistan,
that made the difference. Yeah,
Iftikhar Ahmed and Shadab Khan and others who make the runs. And for India, it's like this tournament, it's been Virat Kohli and Surya Kumar Yadav shining. And yeah, pretty much that's it for India. Those two have contributed for 500 runs this tournament together.
Who?
So Virat Kohli and
Yadav, yeah, that's just frankly ridiculous, man. How much they're carrying this team. He's just unreal. But then as I was saying, like considering the previous records of Pakistan versus India, they look like the better side. It's just that they just choked in. It's just that they choked in that situation, and that pace attack is pretty scary, man. Not gonna lie.
Yeah, I mean now that I look at it, their bowling is way better than ours. We have only like I don't know Arshdeep Singh.
Yeah, Arshdeep Singh who's really no. Shami is also gone under.
Shami has been good this World Cup. I didn't expect him to be good, but he's been good.
So you want to take the next game? For you.
Go.
Okay, so I'll go with the Pak Bean.
The Pak Bean. The greatest game of the tournament.
100% agree. So once again coming in with Crickburst stats again. So professional content right here on Cover Point.
Exactly.
So Zimbabwe posted 130 on a pretty bouncy Perth pitch. It had a lot of pace as well. So there were no really like there was nothing really stand out from this team. It was just like a bits and pieces scores of like from everyone's score contributing like 20-20, and then the Sean Williams ended up contributing with like 30.
Bro, how long has Sean Williams been playing for Zimbabwe?
I have that's actually a very good question because I don't know. Because like I remember when we toured like in 2016. Yeah, because I remember we toured in 2016 with like Ambati Raidu and all, bro. Like like this guy was still there, and I think so. Hamilton Masakadza was also still there.
That name. Him and even the guy, even the main batsman who they had. I forgot.
Wait, how am I forgetting?
Brendan Taylor.
Brendan Taylor. Yeah.
He was such a good batsman. He hit 100 against India in 2015 World Cup. I'll never forget.
Yeah, bro, I still remember that game. Suresh Raina hit like a clutch 60 in that game. I still remember.
Yeah, bro.
Okay, so moving on. So then Mohammad Wasim, who's actually been very good this tournament. Mohammad, he bowls like this consistently 135, 140 skiddish on like hit the deck length, which is what Mohammad Shami does for us. And then he's been very good so far. And he can hit the Yorker, he can hit and he can bowl the slower one as well. He can bat also at number 8. So he offers two dimensions there. He's a very good cricketer and he's one to watch out for in the future. And then Haris Rauf with his usual 4 overs, 1 maiden, 12 runs, and 1 wicket at the death overs. Just
Wait,
just being
who's
unplayable.
their other pacer, man? Who starts?
Naseem.
Yeah, dude. They have Naseem, Wasim, and Haris Rauf and Shaheen Shah Afridi. What is this pacer? What is this pacer?
Yeah, this is frankly ridiculous, bro. All of them can hit 140 easily.
And
all
they
of
have
them
like
can spin the ball.
Iftikhar Ahmed, who's like their version of Suresh Raina or something, who can ball and bat.
he can chip in with like 2 overs of part-time spin, and they have Shadab as well. Who's Shadab's like he's a 3-dimensional player, man.
Yeah,
He's
fielding,
excellent
batting.
in the field. He's Pakistan's best fielder. He's great with the bat and he's great with the ball as well. He bowls like those 99k quick darts, quick dart leggies.
Imagine if Babar Azam and Rizwan were performing for the side.
Yeah, exactly.
They would have been so good.
The two Pakistan have performed well without them performing, as you said. Yeah. 100%. So yeah, Pakistan in total, in return, they didn't start out that well. Zimbabwe actually controlled them pretty well in the first 6 overs, and they took out the main 2 wickets of Rizwan and Babar Azam. Then it was Shan Masood and Shadab Khan who actually held the innings together for a bit. Shan Masood and Iftikhar Ahmed, Shan Masood and Iftikhar Ahmed, who like hung around for like 10, like at least 5 or 6 overs. So, and they brought up the score to 88 for 3, and they lost. 36 for 3. Never mind, they were not bad. They were very bad. Never mind.
Yeah.
Then it was Shadab and it was Shadab and Shan Masood who brought the innings together and like got the score to like 88 for 4. Where afterwards Shadab Khan got out. It was Sikandar Raza, man. Honestly, man, what a tournament he's having. He's insane, bro. He's contributing in every single way possible.
I know.
Bat, ball, field, everything.
He's a great player, bro. Even this guy, Sean Williams and Brendan Taylor have been playing for a very long time.
Yeah, exactly.
For Zimbabwe.
So Shan Masood, that was the crucial wicket which fell after like 2 overs afterwards immediately. It was once again our big man Sikandar Raza with his variating off spin. It was an excellent, bro. This guy had the best day of his cricketing career, in my opinion. He's bowled 4 overs. He's given 25 runs away, and he's taken 3 crucial wickets at crucial points.
Yeah.
Then at the end there was insane drama because between Iftikhar Ahmed and Nawaz, our main candidate in everything so far. So Nawaz again. It's the last over. It's last over. Okay. So there are 11 runs required. There Brad Evans bowling, very tall left arm pacer, and like this Perth pitch is already very bouncy, and like what he's doing, he's just bowling it into the pitch with the field according to the field set. So they have given away 7 runs in the first 2 balls. The equation has come down to 4 of 4 balls. At this point, you can assume this match is in Pakistan's hands. But then they bottled it like anything else. I have no idea how they managed to lose it. Nawaz loses wicket then. Nawaz loses. Okay. So as I was saying, 4 of 4. Pakistan have bottled it like anything. Brad Evans bowls 1 dot ball. Bowls 1 dot ball. It becomes a very crucial for 4 of 3. They run 1 run. It becomes 2 of 3. They again somehow sneak 1 single in. It becomes 2 of 1. And guess what happens? No, it becomes 3 of 1. 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 That's how they win. And then like the field set's set up in a way that there's like a halfway mid on, there's like a halfway long on, and there's like a mid off. So like there's a halfway to prevent the double so that like match doesn't go into a super over. So our guy Brad Evans, he just walks in, bowls a perfect Yorker. The ball goes up to, out of all the people, Sikandar Raza. It goes up to him. The keeper fumbles. The tension is intense. Everyone is screaming out there. And then he takes the bails off. They're all celebrating. They have somehow managed to win. Against the Pakistan, a test playing
Big man
nation.
Sikandar Raza.
Exactly, big man Sikandar Raza.
I mean, Pakistan had gotten the warning like before itself. They shouldn't have come for the match. Park Bean.
Yeah. Yeah,
Shouldn't
Park
have.
Bean, exactly. This was the revenge of Park Bean, man. Okay,
Forfeit was
so
an option.
take it away with your next game.
Yeah, the next game, the most important game, South Africa.
Yeah, the one we are all waiting for.
South Africa. How do you do this? How do you
How?
manage
We
to
need
do
to
this?
know. We thought India were chokers, man, but we saw your team. Okay,
We
wait,
at least
bro,
made it
nah,
till
I've jinxed this. I have jinxed this. We are
we're
going out in
losing to England.
semi-finals now.
Gone.
Yeah, we're losing to
To
England.
England.
Yeah.
Okay, so South Africa. Look at this history. You lost to New Zealand where you were supposed to win in 2015. 2019 you didn't make it itself. 2011 you lost because there was no net run rate was pretty bad. And then now, I'm not even going to talk about 2011 and all. That's pretty depressing. And now you lost to Netherlands. This is the worst. The worst so far.
Like, see, in previous times we could have said, yeah, luck wasn't your way or something else altogether. But nah, this was unforgivable, man. This was absolutely okay. But taking no credit away from Netherlands, they played
They have
amazing.
played
cricket.
excellent.
They deserve to win. They deserve to win this.
The way they
But
bowled
South
to David
Africa,
Miller.
man.
The way they bowled
But
to
South
David
Africa.
Miller. I know.
Yeah.
I thought they had the second best side going into the World Cup. I
100% agree. And like considering how the pitches did eventually play out with like the pace and bounce, I definitely had them up as favorites for one of these things. Like it was either between Australia or South Africa for me, because their top order was firing. Everyone was in form. Even though they didn't have Rassie van der Dussen, this guy Tristan Stubbs and the Riley Russo is coming in and they're scoring hundreds at fun.
Yeah.
It's not a team that was lacking in talent or anything. It's
Except Temba Bavuma, everyone were contributing.
Temba Bavuma, man. I don't know what to say to him. It was just bad. It was just a bad tourney for my guy, man.
The guys are
yeah. So go ahead.
You know the guys from Zimbabwe or something.
Yeah.
Temba Bavuma, man.
Yeah.
Captain of the T20 side. But overall, I mean, they had a good turn.
Like this is what we discussed, right? Yeah, if they played Riza Hendricks in place of Temba Bavuma and made like Keshav Maharaj or someone captain, this team would have been too strong. Yeah, like I mean, you can't have a team which is that strong, which is that strong for the World Cup, right? It would have been unfair to the other teams. So just to like balance the act out, they got in Temba Bavuma.
Fair, makes sense.
Yeah, it was a fair decision to just so that we could have a fair tournament. Yeah, go ahead. Finish your point on the match.
Yeah. So South Africa in the regular chokes. This happened. I don't know how many runs did they lose by? 20, no?
13.
It was a 158 run chase. It wasn't even that hard. 158 runs.
Exactly.
I'm telling you, if the opponent team was India and it wasn't a pressure, leave India, if it was Australia and it wasn't a pressure game, they would have chased this within 17, 18 overs.
100%. I fully agree with this.
David Miller, 50 of 23 balls, and they would have won the game.
100%, man. And bro, Temba Bavuma would have played like a quick fire, like 30 of like 20 balls or something.
It's always the big pressure games where they tend to
change. You're 100% right.
I mean, I've been supporting this team for like, I don't know. I mean, it's India and then South Africa that I support from, I don't know, AB de Villiers era, and I don't know, they've always
an RCB fanboy.
RCB fan. So fair. I'm used to it. I'm used to it.
You're used to the choking, yeah.
Used to it. Fair.
Yeah.
So we have transitioned from AB de Villiers to Faf du Plessis, so the choke remains.
So the choke remains, yeah. As we like to call Faf du Plessis over here, long off.
Long off.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. So, are you covering what happened in the game then?
No, you can do
it. This is fine. Okay, fine. I'll just go through the scorecard.
Yeah.
So, two guys, Tom Cooper and Colin Ackerman, both hit two. Tom Cooper with a 39 of 19, which was a very good knock. And then we have Colin Ackerman with 41 and 26. And Ackerman contributing both ways. He contributed with the ball as well. he chipped in with like 3 overs for 16 runs. He just kept like the scoreboard under check at that point. But man, the South African pace bowlers, they kept them in check, man. They kept them in check. And then there's like Brendan Glover, the part timer who's like coming in and like chip and like okay, wait, he's not a part timer. This is once again the quality content that we get on Cover Point. Okay.
So subscribe, y'all.
So subscribe here, yeah. This is professional edited content.
Edited.
Yeah. Yeah, so Brendan Glover, he comes in 2 overs. Okay. Yeah, so pretty much so every one of the the Netherlands bowlers just chipped in and did their part, man. It was a very good game. Also, shout out to Roelof van der Werf's the running back catch. It has to be the best catch in the World Cup so far. Right. So since the meeting's ending, so that's it. So that's it from the first episode.
For the first
Hopefully
episode
we can
of
keep going this. This was damn fun. I'm actually loving this shit.
So
keep following us. We'll keep you guys posted. So follow us, Cover Point. Oh, many last words.
no, bye everyone.
See you guys. This has been damn fun. I'm very excited.
Yes.